I'm going to go over a tutorial real quick on shooting pictures of strangers and what my technique is for approaching them, what the gear is that I carry, and everything like that. For starters, before I even shoot, the first thing I do is scout and look and see things of interest to me where I could use a person. Usually in the process of scouting, if I see an area that I like right away, I can automatically pull somebody right in, and as I'm scouting, I'm spontaneously taking pictures of people. The things that I like to do to build my confidence before I even start shooting and give me the confidence to start shooting is have a pre-visualized idea of what I want the picture to look like at the end. And the other thing is with my gear, I always want to make sure that my gear is set up ahead of time. So when I ask them to come in and be part of the image itself, there's no second guessing on my part. I can just pull up and start shooting. They're there for 30 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes, and then they're gone. And so this is what I usually shoot with when I'm walking around. I've got my camera. I've got a TTL cable on my strobe. I usually never carry a stand with me. Every now and then I'll get a monopod, and I'll put this on my monopod. But I like to just hold it and direct it wherever I need to and shoot one-handed. And for me, that works. It's something that you have to get used to, your own style and what works for you, what's easy, what you feel comfortable with. But for me, it's just a simple process to pull this out, usually have the subject look somewhere near the strobe so they're not looking directly at me, and then take the shot. Another thing I'll carry with me is if I want any type of diffusion at all, sometimes I'll use this for a bounce. And when I say sometimes, I'd say maybe about 3% of the time I might throw this on for a bounce. I also carry a Elastolite umbrella. This is a bifold umbrella, so it's actually a pretty large umbrella, and I'll use this as either a bounce umbrella, a shoot-through umbrella, or I'll pop it up and I'll use it as a reflector. So I don't carry a lot of stuff with me. This will fit in a pocket, this will fit in a back pocket. I've got an umbrella tilter, so I can put this on, put the strobe in it, and then I've got everything with me, and you're looking at pretty much what I carry. When it comes to approaching a subject, like I said, I already in my mind have an idea of what I like about what I'm shooting, whether it's the geometry, the texture, the light, whatever. And the subject, the person, the stranger, quote-unquote stranger, is just whoever happens by when I see all that stuff. But I never seriously go out and look at a person and say, I want to take a picture of that person. Because I think even me, that makes me a little bit nervous. But I'm thinking ahead of time, I've got a photograph I'm making. I need this component, this component, this component, and a person here. Then it's a lot easier. Then I can just grab a person and throw it in. And I don't think a lot about it. And it's always from the point of, hey, can you help me for a minute? I'm making a picture here. I need someone to stand here for me. Can you do that? And they always do. To break the ice, if I see them doing something that's interesting, or for some reason they catch my interest, maybe I'll chat them up for like a minute about what they're doing and how I think it's kind of interesting. It might be kind of cool, whatever. By the way, can I get a picture of you real quick? And that's my whole approach, and it works really well. As far as the rejection rate, I've had one time I was trying to shoot 4 younger guys all at once in San Francisco, and they turned me down. And that was the only time I could think of where somebody's actually said no to me. So my success rate on asking someone to be a subject and having them say yes is probably close to 100%. So if you're nervous about doing this and you have a predetermined amount of people you want to do, like we're having a challenge right now of taking 10 pictures of strangers and 10 portraits. If you think you're going to strike out half the time, just in your mind think, okay, I'm going to ask 20 people And then after that, I'm not going to ask anymore. I'll give up. That gives you a 50% failure rate, which would be unheard of. And so I'm just going to go out now. After we've done this, I'm going to go out, and you'll be able to see how I approach people and how I shoot them. And I'll use the techniques that I use. Part of me is super gregarious. There's no such thing as a stranger to me. I have a hard time identifying what a stranger is. If I talk to somebody for 30 seconds, I don't consider them a stranger anymore. So a lot of things that I shoot, I consider them my model. But the stranger part kind of goes out the window once they say something back to me. So let's get ready and let's shoot some pictures. I saw you parked out here and I knew he was in front of you, and I knew where was going to take film too. I had a photographer. Oh, I don't want to go in there. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to go in there. I haul commodities. I haul feed, food. I just picked up a load of inches over off of my restaurant in the room, and I take the boys to work. When I'm walking around and I'm picking up pictures of random people as I go around. Can I get a picture by your truck?
As long as you promise to send it to me if you got an email address.
Do you have a card?
I don't, but I'll write you my name and my email address.
How are you doing today?
Well, I gotta go to Wells if you hurry up and load.
Can I get you right here where I'm standing?
Right there?
Like that? If I could.
Yeah, the company likes this kind of shit. Yeah. I got a strap piece of paper. Write down my email.
Okay, sounds good.